Hello there. I had the pleasure of seeing 127 Hours the other day. And it was awesome. I loved it. It's a 9. Easy. 9.5 maybe? I mean, it's a 9. Don't get me wrong. It's Danny Boyle's best film. I have never seen a Danny Boyle film more focused and driven and thrilling. And Danny Boyle makes driven, focused, exciting movies. So that says something, I think. It's about the true story of Aaron Ralston, who, while hiking somewhere, I'm not sure where, gets his arm caught while climbing, and then is stuck there for 127 hours. I'm not sure how many days that is. It's a lot. But he survives, and he makes it out to tell his true story. I don't want to get too much into how he survives. Chances are you already know. It's the point of the whole story, really. But again, I don't feel myself very spoilerific. So I will say that he does anything to survive. I think the film is really one of the better movies of the year. Visually, it's amazing. 98% of the film takes place in one location. And by location, I mean within a matter of 3 feet. It reminded me of the recent film I watched, Buried, Ryan Reynolds. This is better, but it's still very tight, tight space, claustrophobic. We deal here with hallucinations. In Buried, you had a cell phone as a means of communication and a connection to the outside world. Here we have memory and faith and hallucination to escape the limited space we are in. It is very well used. Again, if you are familiar with Danny Boyle's work, this is a true Danny Boyle film. I think it's his best film. I think it perfectly matches his directing style in terms of directing style and cinematography. It reminded me a lot of Sunshine. I believe I have that name right. It's his science fiction film that he did out in space with Cillian Murphy. I didn't really care for that film, but visually it reminded me a lot of Sunshine. I hope I have that title right. I would say I maybe could have done a little research. Danny Boyle co-wrote this. I was trying to remember what he did with Slumdog Millionaire, because obviously Slumdog Millionaire is his other great film. And I mean great film. And I was trying to remember if he wrote Slumdog Millionaire or not, because if he did, then I would have to say that Slumdog is his best screenplay. It's the best story he has done. But again, as in terms of film and execution of an idea, then 127 Hours takes the cake. I don't think I've mentioned it stars James Franco, and James Franco carries the film. He's in every scene, and he's awesome. I think James Franco is a good actor. I have been a James Franco fan for a while. I watched Freaks and Geeks when it was actually on television, so I consider myself a fan of James Franco since the beginning. And I've always thought he was a good actor, despite the fact that he is amazingly handsome. So I have to admire that. That despite his unbelievable good looks that could get him a career, he also has the acting chops to back it up. So that's awesome. He is very good here. He's very good here. He took me there. I mean, I was there. I think it's probably his best acting performance. I mean, I can't say that I've seen a ton of James Franco's movies, but I can't think of a better performance of his. I have no doubt that this will get a Best Picture nomination. I have no doubt that it will get a Best Director nomination, and I have no doubt that it will get a Best Actor nomination. Now, whether it'll win any of those, I don't know. But it's one of the year's best movies. It's quick. It's over before you know it. And it's crazy. But if you could even remotely imagine what it must have been like to be in that situation, really you just get an appreciation for life after the movie is over. So that, I mean, really says something, I think. One thing I really liked was that I love movies with no opening credits. The movie just starts. I can't even remember if they showed the studio. I mean, I'm sure they did because that's practically a requirement for the studios, but I think all it did was show the title. And they didn't show the title right at the beginning. They showed the title when his arm gets stuck. So there's no opening credits, and you don't see the title until 5 to 7 minutes into the movie, which personally I think I'm giving too much away because that was really cool to me. So that was one thing I really liked. I saw The Late Show. The crowd was decent. It's been out for a number of weeks here in LA. It is still on a limited amount of screens. I don't think it's making any money. The crowd was sporadic. I mean, there was a crowd. It got applause at the end. I did not applaud, but people did applaud the movie. So there's that. Really, I can't think of anything else to say other than you have to see this movie. Get to the theater, find it on the biggest screen possible, watch it and love it. If you are a fan of Danny Boyle, it's his best movie. If you're a fan of James Franco, it's his best performance. So, and if you're a fan of true stories, it's an amazing true story. So, and most importantly, it's a film about the human condition and survival and what is important and what boils down to be the essence of life. So I think it's not only an excellent film, but I think it's an important film. So I don't like to give out 10s. I think 10s should be like, I don't know, instantaneously I think I know it's a 10, or 1, I think a 10 is earned with a little bit of time and appreciation. But I knew right away it was a 9. And possibly even 9.5. I mean, I was leaning heavily towards the 10. So, I mean, a solid 9 for this picture. And I think you should really do what you can to see this on the big screen. Please. So that's 127 hours, and it was effing awesome. It's a 9. Thank you.